Good morning. I'm doing this in the bathtub for a reason. Water is a extreme conduit for me. So that's usually when I get these messages. I'm going to lay back because it needs to be more natural. But the message I got this morning, well, when I first got in the tub 5 minutes ago, is for my children, faith and future. um, 432 hertz. This, you know what? I can only share our experience because this is the first of its kind. But the reason that it needs to be brought to completion and documented in different ways every step is because then quantumly and more mainstream in the collective community of consciousness, people will be able to access this experience, and then they will be able to uh, tap into their own channel of information via the Akashic records. So I know this is spiritual, this is quantum, my words are simply the vehicle right now. But the frequency is what matters, and that's why the tone of my neck, chest, water, and the color pink of this towel, they all are intersecting right now. Um, but anyhow, 432 hertz is exactly what I need to be playing in the background as I give birth in the water, because that's what they chose, really. I always knew that I was going to have a water birth with hot water in a hot room. So I don't know where it will be or however it will be, but that's what they want. And 432 hertz playing. The reason why 432 hertz is important is because it is part of Earth's natural frequency. And they said, like word for word, I need to give birth like an animal. And then I vividly saw a gorilla. Okay, it was on my tablet not a long time ago, but about a month ago. It was a rare gorilla, I believe in Africa, in a war zone, who gave birth to two twins, and it was simply, obviously they didn't document the entire process. But the fact is that it's the mind the human mind, that interferes. When it comes to childbirth, it's something that is so natural. The body knows exactly what to do. And when your heart, mind, and body are coherent, they get out of the way. And so that's like our primal nature. You don't have to imprint your children or your womb with it being painful, with it being, something. I know I held three fingers up after two. uh, that's why I like to write, because it's easier. I can just copy down what I wrote. But apparently they want me to record the video in the water. Water is intense for me. This feels like little lightning bolts as the energy is circulating. So the information is coming in faster than I can speak. But you know what? Everything has a purpose. So I'm just gonna sit silently. Whoever needs this, I know they'll need it. Also, there's a divine order to things. And so I, at one time in life, saw videos like this for a whole different purpose without the towel. So now we're going backwards, and we have redirected all that energy, all the money, all the flow, because in the womb, right? Men and women, they have two wombs, and they're also connected to the cosmic womb. That's the Holy Trinity. All right, so the mind, the physical womb, and then the cosmic womb of creation. All right. So if one of these channels is blocked, you can call in all the money you want, but it won't stay. It will continue to have to be something. If you can't read this, it says allergic to being broke. I remember when I got this. And it's funny because both of my kids' fathers were there. We all got tattoos at the same place at the same time. all different tattoos. But anyhow, that's why we're redirecting that energy. You see, I can't even make it up. My daughter face says, "Mom, shut up." It's the energy, it's not the words. So I'm going to sit here silently. I'm going to use my own monadic frequency to trust that you all will need nothing at all from outside of you. Everything you need is within you. You just have to be able to pause everything and listen to your internal guidance system because it's always on. It's always connected to the source. It's the outside noise that at a soul level you consciously created as a challenge to bring you back to your center. And if you didn't know, I have a rare blood type that makes it makes it difficult for me to not only get pregnant or have a pregnancy, um, but I have never had a full term pregnancy because either my body will terminate the pregnancy before it gets to the point where I could bleed out to death. um, and mentally, my body it knew from a monadic point who and where and when, because souls they all agree to things before they even take the veil of forgetfulness to heart. But there was a lot of fear, okay, a lot of unconscious fear. I usually, that's why I had to go through all these things that I went through, clear them out, and to get to this point right now where it was literally like, boop, like you know what I mean, like that. And then 2 days later, boop, and then it happened in two different ways, and it was anyway. um, yes. So therefore, I say all that to say this: pregnancy can be just like that. Then 3 breaths, because labor is the thing that occurs. The uterus is something like your asshole. I'm just gonna say that. I was gonna say anus, but you know what I mean. Anyway, so when you are pooping, okay, a lot of people are anal retentive in the past. So that's why there's all the stigma. They don't want to poop. They don't want to do anything and all these things or whatever. And so that's why all these things are washed away. Like literally no shame, no guilt, no nothing. However, the one thing I was unconsciously fearing, obviously, was my own demise, and not having anybody there to receive these children. So, now I know. My children have one mom, 2 dads, and an entire universe of family who deeply love and support them. And you know what? I know that whomever, whatever happens, they'll be received with unconditional love, and they have their own individual divine inheritances. So they're already provided for. And this is how it's always been, okay? Children energy, that's why, in the Bible it says have the heart of a child. That's what unlocks the creative energy that is necessary. So when you're even just around children and you misuse that energy and then you don't circulate it back to your kids, that is something that it's not up for me to judge. There is reasons for all these things. However, that's something that I'm not able to participate in, and I didn't realize any of these things before, and that's why right now, and for the past 3 years, 3+ years now, I want to say. I haven't worked. I haven't, I can't do anything I don't love. But however, it's not a job, it's a life path for me. And so all the means and everything, they'll be made. All the hands will be on deck. Everything that, I just know this. No matter how many people think I'm crazy, no matter if they're on my own, biological family or whatever the case is, I know this. Nobody can change it up, no circumstances. And this is something I know. And so yeah. That's the conclusion of this message this morning. Equally as sober. Oh man. Faith and Future. So we need to go and finish our bath. But thank you. I make sure to do this every day so that way, one way or the other, be on my YouTube or on my Instagram, so that others can benefit from this as well. Have a wonderful day.